Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week.
Eventually.
Motherfucker. We didn't do a sound check. You look good. TD, you sound good. How I sound, guys? I haven't done.
Sound good.
Okay.
A little bit, Jack.
How much? What?
Jack asked me a question, so I tried to answer him real quick.
I'm so confused. All right. Everyone shut up. Ladies and gentlemen.
Motherfucker.
Oh, God. I always wondered what it would be like to have a punk older brother in the household, and this is it. I'm feeling it. Totally feeling it. This is it. Did you tear up my teddy bear? Oh, that's great. Ladies and gentlemen, both and neither, welcome to that time of the week we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I'm your never at all humble host, Eric Sizemore, joined by my beautiful co-host, Quiet Michael.
Hi, Eric.
And Andrew TD.
Hi, Eric. Hi, Labune.
And we're going to have some funny memes for you. But first, a patented, trademark, copyrighted section of every single episode of Facebook for the Blind. You know it. You love it. I'm talking about the depressing news. That's right. That's right.
This makes my dog sad.
We're number one.
Yeah.
We're number one in depression. At least we were when I checked yesterday. We're number one in depression.
In the podcast category, yes, for audio depression, we are crushing it. It's true. It has been an insane week since the last time that we talked. I don't even know where to start with so many silly things happening. That's not the right order. One thing that happened that I didn't like was that the ex-IRS contractor was sentenced to 5 years in prison for leaking Trump's tax returns. Also, he leaked, like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and like thousands of other billionaires. And he said he did it just to show people how easy it was to not pay taxes if you happen to be a billionaire. And he said, hey, I kind of figured I'd end up in a courtroom. He's going to end up in prison, but he was cool with it. And I'm saying, hey, where do we send the care packages?
I will bake him a cake with a file in it.
Right? Good stuff. This one was funny, and I'm sorry, but my blocker, of course, replaces all pictures of people I don't like with kittens. It's called Make America Kittens Again, and I highly recommend it. This one's from Trumpland. Ex-Trump aide was booted from the victory party after a photo with Alina Habba. Dylan Quattrucci. Just picture, your basic white dude in a red hat. But he got removed. He got removed from the campaign meeting because he said, hey, I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. But it turned out what happened was Alina Habba said that she wasn't feeling really good and that she was going to go home and quarantine because she might have been exposed to COVID in front of a judge in court. And then he posted this picture with her and said, hey, and then he got booted out, to which this kid said, what do I do? What did I do? I don't even know. And he kept calling for Taylor or Trevor or some guy is like, Trevor. It was really freaking funny. He's like, this is how they treat loyalty. It's like, dude, have you not watched everyone that's ever worked with Donald J. Trump? Yeah, there's no loyalty. Of course you're going to get kicked out. Then he finally tweeted, end the war on alpha males.
Oh, God.
That's such an alpha thing to say.
I know, it really
was.
Stop. That one hurts. Sakes. We also found out that Trump could end up paying over $400 million this week, with all of the different things that he's been hit with. It's only Tuesday. I don't know how to show you the Forbes article. Sorry. But basically, you could owe more than $400 million after the court rulings this week. And I know, Michael, you're always saying, but is he going to pay it? Here's the cool part. With this sentencing, he has to put all that money into a trust. If he appeals it, he has to put all the money in there. So it's like $500 million. And I'm like, oh, 400 million, 500 million. You start getting up there, you start to talk real money. Like, might actually scare this guy. Anyway, thought it was pretty fun. Let's see here. The Republicans really interestingly pushed for pensions for the deep state. I don't know, did you guys hear this one? The Republicans were pushing benefits for Air America, the CIA's secret Vietnam era airline. Do you guys know this story?
Yes, a movie with Robert Downey Jr. and Mel Gibson.
Exactly, 1990, where they portrayed the airline as a really cynical operation that smuggled heroin, an impression that persists in the popular imagination to this day, says this article. And I posted, yep, as well as a bibliography of Leslie Coburn, 1988, Out of Control, the story of Reagan administration's secret war in Nicaragua and the illegal arms pipeline, and the Contra drug connection, also Marshall with the Iran-Contra connection, secret teams and covert operations, McCoy's The Politics of Heroin, a classic, McCoy's The CIA's Covert Wars, Scott and Marshall's Cocaine Politics. Pretty much, there were a lot of reasons to think that Air America, starring Mel Gibson and Robert Downey Jr., portrayed the airline in a cynical yet accurate way. So that was pretty fun for me anyway. Tucker Carlson's former head writer at Fox panned his new show and said it had to be said. Did you happen to catch this one? Apparently, he led with Tucker's recycled cat turd interview. And I know you're saying to yourself, oh my God, you're just saying cat turd. That's like a kiddie swear. Like, you can't use cat turd to describe an interview. But no, that's actually the name of the YouTube influencer that was Tucker's first guest.
Oh.
And Tucker Carlson's former head writer at Fox said, let's see here. Personally, I am enjoying Tucker's more overt embrace of what he is, the most desperate member of the herd and not its leader. But for every fat fuck loser in this tribe, there are some winners. And guys, I gotta say, I am deeply disappointed. Libs of TikTok creator has now been appointed to an advisory position for Oklahoma school libraries. Okay, Chaya Rychik, who doesn't even live in Oklahoma, she lives in Brooklyn, was tapped for her expertise on the radical left and woke indoctrination. So, I'm sure she's going to add a bunch of great books and knowledge of books to the Oklahoma School Library Association. Benny, how would you like to work with this twit? The creator of the Libs of TikTok. Anyway, absolutely nuts.
It's absolutely scary what libraries have to go through in the South. It's just ridiculous what on here. Yes, it's the worst. Absolutely the worst.
Listen to this. She apparently gleefully responded to reports this fall that her posts had inspired bomb threats in nearly 24 U.S. states. So, that's who you want. That's who you want. Talking about your books. Oh my God. Anyway, just
I think she's really funny. She's like the founder of Libs of TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, she sucks for sure, man, but I laughed at a couple of those videos before I realized what side they were on. Because we make so much fucking fun of each other on the left.
Right.
That I thought she was a leftist. Just like being
true.
like, ha ha ha, this is what they think we are. I didn't realize she was like, this is what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Absolutely ridiculous.
There's one video where she's like, no, put your hand down, you're white.
Oh fuck.
It's so fucking funny, man. I thought it was satire. I didn't realize that she's just an idiot.
Oh my God. This is just mind-boggling to me. I feel like a million other things have happened, but we always close on a heartwarming animal story, and guess what? Didn't have one this week. But luckily, Chelsea, godmother of the show, founding godmother of the show, said, "Here, I have a suggestion," and it's from TikTok, strangely enough. She said, "For your heartwarming animal story." So apparently her dog discovered the moon, and just in every video on TikTok, her dog is locked squarely on the moon. Every time that the shot is lined up, she's staring at the moon, and her owner is, narrating her with, "I want it. Can we go there? Come on," that kind of stuff. Anyway, cutesy and adorable. And that is about all I can do for the cutesy animal story at the end of the news. That was the news for Facebook for the Blind for January 30th, 2024. And now on to my beautiful co-host, Quiet Michael, for a nice average American long one. No, a round one.
Nice handoff, Eric. This is my big long round one.
There we go.
Starting with this meme, this unsighted meme. It's just a white screen, and in black typeface it says, "I'm not clearing no rumors. I probably did do it, and if not, I might."
Fair.
I can tell you who I stole this from. I stole this from Eve. You guys remember Eve from Blind Pig?
I do. Oh, how's she doing?
She's not clearing no rumors. Jasmine Jasmine says, "I think people get offended when you aren't ashamed of things that they were taught to be ashamed of. They resent you for not caring what everybody thinks." I really didn't mean to include this in the show, but it is true. Moving on. Eric, why don't you read this one for me?
I don't know. Why don't I? We have a anime character girl with her arms crossed, looking quite upset. She says, "Is that so? Well, if you hate me so much, why do you have a boner?"
Gross, Eric.
Thanks.
So gross.
Oh,
I really appreciated this. This is coming from our friend Shithead Steve. What's up, Shithead?
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
So we have a diagram here. One is authentic Italian pizza. One is cafeteria pizza. And authentic Italian pizza is lumpy, asymmetrical crust. Looks like shit. Cafeteria pizza, perfect. Beautiful square form. Authentic Italian pizza, toppings strewn around inconsistently. Whereas the cafeteria pizza, meat-based topping, evenly spaced throughout. Authentic Italian pizza, served by Italian chef who is probably mean and smells bad. Whereas cafeteria pizza, served by kind lunch lady who calls you sweetie. So there you have it, folks.
If I had a time machine, I would go back to when I was in school to get that pizza.
Yeah, it was edible. Here we have a picture of a bunch of people in what looks like a mega church, or maybe like a youth kind of like acquire the fire kind of evangelical gathering, but everyone has their hands raised up and they're praising Jesus. And this is titled "The Sunday Lunch Crowd 30 Minutes Before Verbally Assaulting an 18-Year-Old Waitress."
Yeah.
True. I have worked restaurants. Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Shithead Steve is back. This time he's got this picture of Tiger Woods talking to, is this Fuzzy Zeller?
No, that is John Daly.
John Daly. Yeah, he's a well-known alcoholic.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods is labeled someone trying to hurt my feelings, and John Daly, who's dressed like an absolute clown, is labeled me, who grew up helping my dad in the garage by shining the light in his eyes and handing him the wrong-sized wrenches. And yeah, John Daly's just smoking a cigarette, and he is unbothered.
Oh, amen. Amen.
He survived that. He survived anything.
Ugh.
Andy Frizella. I love this. It says, "Don't try and explain yourself to idiots. You are not the fuckface whisperer." I got a couple more for this round. Oh man, this was I saw this and it said, "Happy large boulder the size of a small boulder to all who celebrate." This I think this is like a year or two old, but the sheriff's department in somewhere, I don't know, Colorado, they literally have a picture of a boulder in the road, and it says, large boulder the size of a small boulder is completely blocking eastbound lane highway 135. Americans will do anything to avoid the metric system.
Fuck yeah, we will.
Trash can Paul's here for round one. Here's got a picture of a bunch of English shit, tea, fucking breakfast, plane, and night. And it says, cool England fact, it sucks. And my last meme for round one, shithead Steve and trash can Paul together.
Whoa.
And it says, yeah, I got a WAP. And then you see it's a picture of the band Creed, and it's with arms wide open.
Wow.
That's so bad.
That's very bad. That feels bad.
Kicking it over to you, TD. Fucking try to top that meme.
Yeah, I gotta follow that flaming turd. That fecal matter meme. That absolute caca.
Try to follow my WAP.
All right.
Shite.
Hit it, TD.
All right, hey guys, it is time once again for TD's often imitated, never duplicated short round one, brought to you by, I don't know, I didn't do a sponsor this week. All right, kicking it off first with the Geeks, Nerds, and Dorks group, associate of the show.
Hey.
It's got a picture of Spider-Man sitting on some steps with his hand in his palms, or head in his palms, face palm thing. I'll shut up now. It says, when my therapist says feeling something bad is going to happen is called anxiety and not spidey sense. Fuck, that is the closest I had to a superpower, bro.
I get that. Can't tell you how many parties my gut kicked in and I was like, I gotta go, and I passed the cops on the way out.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, sir, there's an awful racket at the end of the hall.
Eddie Haskell in it. I got you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. From one of my new favorite friends of the show, Shirts That Go Hard, picture of a black t-shirt hanging on a rack, and it says, God knew I would be too powerful if I had regular bowel movements. It wasn't for this damn IBS, I would conquer this motherfucker. All right, sensing a theme here. Friend of the show, Weeders, it says, parents, did you poop? Toddler. And Eric, how would you describe this picture?
It looks like some kind of engraving from a long lost age with a rooster, but a clothed rooster, with a tank top and a belt and some spotted patterned pants.
He's got an egg in his pants.
He does.
Yes, and because he's got his pants on, that egg is kind of making you think it might be a turd, and it just says toddler, and it's the picture of the egg chicken pants thing, and it just says no.
Yeah.
Labune, you care to weigh in?
Yeah, this is exactly the way it is having a toddler.
Yeah, totally.
They're self shitters, all of them.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of people are like, kids are so smart. I'm like, no.
No, they're dogs.
They can't even fucking speak English at first.
Yeah, it takes them like a year and a half to do that.
So, no, I think it's okay for us to cop attitude to toddlers.
Okay, fair. All right, and because comedy comes in threes.
Oh my.
From front of the show, Chaotic Memes says, this low carb mousse made with avocado and cocoa powder, and it's this bowl of this really nasty green looking substance. It kind of looks like Oscar the Grouch if you squint. somebody just commented that is shit from a butt because yeah,
Wow.
that is shit from a butt.
Yep.
That's gonna make it into my lexicon. I don't know how, but it will.
As we said, it's healthy to cop attitude towards toddler speak.
Damn right. All right. Hey, I know this guy, Andrew Teedy. I posted this one not too long ago. And I just my comment on this picture is if I had $1 for every time I got asked this, I could buy Montana. And it says, "What's wrong? You look so mean." And it's a picture of Dorothy by B. Arthur from the Golden Girls, and it's looking like any picture of B. Arthur you've ever seen. And it just says, "I'm literally just sitting here." I feel this. If I like I said, if I had $1, dude, I could have retired out of 3rd grade.
I can't remember what Michael just said his is described as. Michael Matthews. He said something like resting murderer face.
Yeah,
Something.
resting murderer face. I say it's the face that makes me look like I wake up every morning like I want to punch a baby.
Yeah. Yeah. And you don't want to punch a baby. I mean, as far as I've ever seen.
No. Now I would drop kick a toddler, but I would
Oh,
never
no.
punch a baby.
No, we're not. Listen, let me tell you what I do to people when they start talking shit about kids for real. I know you're not TV, but
No,
when
I'm
people
just
start
talking
talking shit, people will be like, "I hate kids." I'll be like, "Why do you hate black kids?"
Oh fuck!
Nice. No, I have a 2-year-old niece right now and a 5-year-old niece. I love them to death, but I can admit they're shitheads.
It's just like you just can't. You can't. You just can't. Like I know not you, but you can't
Right.
just dislike all people under the age of 10. It's just not.
No.
It's just not allowed to do that. It's fucking
Do I
bigot.
think a lot of them are do I think a lot of them are jerks? Yeah, because I'm a grumpy old man.
I
But
think a lot of just human beings are jerks, man.
oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying the number drastically decreases as you get older. I'm just saying it gets wrinklier. All right. Oh yeah, next up. I'm still doing this, huh? Friend of the show, you know him, you love him, Shitpost Gateway. If you're not following Shitpost Gateway, then where do you get your gateway for your shitpost?
Yeah. Good
And
point.
this
Never
is
thought of it that way.
yeah, he reposts from Microplastics Explorer. It says, imagine cranking your hog in your Las Vegas hotel room, and you look up and the video orb just staring at you like this. And it's a picture from a corner near Circus Drive there in Vegas, and it's the big spear video thing, and it's got this really kind of creepy smiley face emoji guy.
Dude, that is, I like totally, I was like, oh, cheesy computer graphics. I'm like, oh my God, that's real life.
I
Yeah,
know. I can't get over
happened.
this.
I cannot
This
get my
thing
brain around it.
happened.
It's insane. We're gonna go on
But
record.
let's go back to the term cranking your hog. I ain't heard that one since junior high.
It's too funny.
Las Vegas is a ridiculous place.
Oh yeah, it's not real. It shouldn't be real.
Hey,
Grow
speaking of things that aren't real, you know, I love headlines that are just funny in and of themselves. Apparently, in the stump speeches, the you know, former disgraced president, instead, you know how people used to talk about building a wall. Now he says, we're gonna have a really beautiful dome. It's like, we're gonna have the most beautiful dome.
Wow.
People, seriously, yeah, don't read about it. Just
no, just
laugh.
next. I'm sorry I brought it up.
Laugh.
I take blame for this. Friend of the show, friend of the universe, friend of you and me, Jason Jester. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Jason.
He just says that most of us couldn't hang because it's a picture of, I'm guessing, an Olympic professional curler. That is the sport in the Winter Olympics where basically a bunch of drunk white dads showed up and they became an Olympic team. with brooms and the stone puck thingies and guys sliding around on ice and drinking PBR.
Good times.
And it says, yeah, and he's got luscious, white trashy hair, bushy mustache. He looks, half sleeve tattoo on the one arm. Oh yeah, he looks like a curler. And it just says most of us couldn't hang because it's that guy and it says, imagine ripping garage beers with this dude on Super Bowl Sunday.
Easily.
I think I have.
Yeah, I know, right?
I probably have. If it wasn't for that, it was definitely the Indy 500. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I was passed out by Gentlemen Start Your Engines. All right, next time. Thank you. Hey, I know this guy, Andrew TD. I know him. I posted this last year, and it's from Res Judicate, and it just says got my ancestry.com results, and it's a box of Trader Joe's cracker assortment. Assortment of crackers up in my family tree. Just nothing but saltine ass white bread and mayonnaise sandwich eating crackers. All right, moving on.
Now it's all right if TD calls himself a cracker, but the rest of you have to call him a cracker.
Yes, don't use that hard R on me. Okay, moving on. We're going to hell. Okay. For the show, Gringo_CTM. Hey, Gringo. Says when my favorite people start reacting to my memes, and it's a picture of I think the dude from Johnny Quest,
It's Race Banner.
Race Banner. Yes, I could not remember. I knew it started with an R, but yeah, it's Race Banner from.
It looks
Johnny
like
Quest.
a more lifelike version of Vice President Pence.
Oh yeah, there you go. I was gonna say like a slightly younger, buffer version of Hannibal from 18.
Oh, George.
Yeah, but anyway, it's just him standing there smiling and he just goes, there go my nipples again.
Good. This is how I react when people react to my memes as well.
Yes, yeah. Every time you click like,
woo!
He feels a disturbance in the force, if you will. Okay, moving on.
Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening.
Don't you ruin that song for me, goddammit. All right. Hey, some dumbass named Andrew. I know him again. I posted from Hot Girl Mess. It says, people in LA, I'm staying away from carbs and sugar. People in Chicago, Portillo's chocolate cake is the best because they put mayonnaise in the batter to make it denser. And if you remember, Sizemore, when I posted this a couple years ago, you got into quite the comment debate battle with a friend of mine who lives in Chicago. It was quite hilarious because you mentioned something about ranch in chocolate cake. Midwestern simp.
Just to see what would happen.
It was hilarious.
Just poking it with a stick.
Oh yeah, it was great. It made my nipples hard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that it? It went to a black.
Yeah, I think that was round one.
Cool. In a new format. All right. Thank you so much for round one. Round one, the ostensibly wholesome round, although more often than not, that's just branding, really. Not at all true. But we'll see what happens this round. Okay. Round one brought to you by libraries. This library meme from the Laughing Librarian has two book carts, or trolleys as we call them, but they have been named like those clever snowplows up north in Minneapolis, South Canada. And one is named Shelvis Presley.
Oh, I like that one.
The other is Trolley Parton.
I like that one better.
I know. By the way, if you're ever wondering, when I have money, I would like to get Eric an expensive gift. I would like this book trolley.
There you go.
Trolley Parton.
Just a tool around the house. Then he knows what I'm talking about.
They come in so handy. When I stopped working at a library last time, all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I missed the trolley.
No. Get the Trolley Jones. You know about the Trolley Jones. You get the twitch. You get the twitching. This is one of those what do you call those the disaffirmation posters, I believe. I can't remember. Disappointing.
Demotivation.
motivation posters, I believe. But this was unsighted, and it just says, just a beautiful cliff rock face, the blue sky, and it says, "You're doing the best you can," which is fucking embarrassing.
I could have used that top half. I would just stop right there.
Sure. No, that's not what you get with me. You get the whole thing. The whole enchilada. That's what we do here. Friend of the show, Andrew Teedy. Don't know if you've met him. And if you're not following Andrew Teedy, you are missing out. He's posted this highway sign. It says attractions, and it's blank. And Teedy's labeled it things to do in the Midwest. I just commented, man, it shows the corrupting power and influence of big sign.
Dude, that I'm not gonna lie. I almost spit soda when I read that.
Somebody was like, "I think you need a sign." They're like, "We don't have anything." They're like, "Well, look again." All right, sticking to the wholesome round, moving on. This one is a picture of a Yeti, and a couple skier, explorers, hikers have made it up through the pass. One of them's about to freak out. The other one says, "Relax, he won't hurt you. He just does sit-ups all day." And the Yeti is labeled the Abdominal Snowman. Look at those abs.
I just, you know what I like about this meme is knowing that you saw this and you were like, "Oh, I got to make sure they know about this one."
I was like, I got my wholesome round buttoned up.
That is not that is not one of my relatives. There's one of the couple ways you can tell. One, my relatives don't have abs, and it has all of its toes.
Interesting. Oh, good catch. Good catch. Did not.
That is not from my tribe. That is not my tribe. I'm a Sasquatch. That is a Yeti. Completely different.
Now, I am glad that you recognize that this could not possibly be the whole of the meme or why I would post this, because why would I do that? But I would like to point out to you that Bigfoot Club, the original poster here, also posted this in response. And it is Legends, and we have Bigfoot in panel 1, the Loch Ness Monster in panel 2, and in panel 3, it says the husband who put a new roll of toilet paper on the dispenser instead of just leaving it on the vanity or on top of the tank.
He does not exist.
I gotta tell you what, boys, there was a lot of traffic on this piss poor cartoon. Okay, that tells me you guys are fucking stuff up. Get your shit together. Consider yourselves meme warmed. This next one's the sign from the Holly Ridge Veterinary Hospital. It says if cats could text you back, they wouldn't.
Amen.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you know what? That is true.
Truth. No cap, as the kids say.
True.
For real, for real.
Yeah, so I found some headlines this week, and headlines amuse me, but this one's just important. Note here, the Tampa Bay Times is reporting that Florida schools got hundreds of book ban complaints, mostly from 2 people. 2. Messenger News reports that just 11 people were responsible for 60% of book ban requests across the United States.
Wow.
So, here's the thing, guys. If we could just figure out how to bounce these 13 people, we would solve huge swaths of this problem. Anyway, just pointing things out, just saying stuff, I forgot this one, and TD sent this along to me. Channel 3 News reported that a woman had been arrested and is expected to face charges after allegedly stealing a horse and buggy from a Walmart parking lot over the weekend. So, man, Midwest, guys.
Dude, you know what makes me really sad about this? Is it's very likely that this was Amish family.
Oh, definitely, because I followed up with it, and the woman was arrested after the Amish family's horse and buggy were stolen from the Walmart parking lot.
Do you know why Amish people don't drive cars? It has nothing to do with the technology. It has everything to do with the fact that they don't want to register with the state, have a driver's license, because they could have to deal with the state. Their whole thing is to just not have to fucking deal with the cops. Like that is like their whole thing.
I should convert to being an Amish dude.
You're halfway there, TD.
I got the beard.
Like this fucking lady.
And being off the grid is not that much fun.
Oh, this
You,
sucks.
you
man.
you do know who you're talking to, right? Sizemore,
All
you're
right,
talking
all right,
to
come
him
on, we gotta get
immediately.
we gotta
Okay.
get through this thing. So anyway, yes, the Amish. Meanwhile, an Iowa school will soon have armed staff members, including teachers. Remember that stupid idea from years ago? They're gonna arm the teachers at school. Which, I mean, we have talked about it on this show before, and the answer is obvious: arm the students. I don't know what the deal is, but anyway, they'll figure it out. Hey, I want to share this little fun fact with you. My friend Phil Griffiths, friend of the show, Phil Griffiths in San Francisco, he got the lighted display for his spot at the Punchline on top
Nice.
on top of the Salesforce Tower. How fun is that? February 6th, if you're in San Francisco, check out Phil Griffiths because he is on a lighted sign at the top of the building. Joe Klosick says, what? No Goodyear blimp? Yeah, actually, dude. Yeah, take it up. Take it up a notch, Phil. Jeez, what are you doing here? I said, is there a higher pinnacle in comedian lighted displays, or have you peaked? Because I have nothing and I'm jealous. This one was posted by Champaign Public Library. You can't get more wholesome than that. We have a Venn diagram of a cat in one circle and an inkjet printer in the other, and they overlap in moody, spend a lot of time self-cleaning, unreliable, demand feeding when container is already full, and ignores requests.
Holy shit.
Yup, actually, that's true. Oh, I forgot to round it out. Check this out. So we were all peeved about the Amish family and all that, right? Well, 4 Michigan men were arrested for driving a horse and buggy while drunk. And it's weird because like they were apparently charged with driving under the influence, and Zam Midnight Spook Show's like, wait, all 4 of them were driving? He says, I feel like this shouldn't be a crime as long as the horse was sober, which raises a good point.
I mean, that's fair. I think that would qualify as a solid defense.
And Chaotic Memes comments on this New York Post with Samantha Bush saying they look like the villagers in Shrek. And
They really do.
They really do. That's kind of messed up. This next one from Champaign. Oh, that's not it. Oh wow, I did it twice. So I'm so dumb. This next one from Champaign Public Library says, does anyone else feel like they're being watched? And the Central Intelligence Agency has said they're corrected their spelling. Anyone else feel like they're being watched? Just me? Okay. All right. And finally, for the wholesome round, wrapping it up, friend of the show, Tab, has reposted Lee Gatlin at Neil Laglet, who says, 2-year-old calls Coke spicy drink. I tell you that to tell you this. Yesterday morning, when the fridge was first opened, she grabbed a can of Coke in her tiny hands and whispered, it's spicy time. That wraps up my wholesome round 1. Back to you, Michael, for a delightfully interludinal round 2.
Listen, round 1 took shockingly long, fellas. We're gonna have to move a little faster.
Much faster.
Yes.
I think it was me. But with that said, TD, I do need you to read this one.
Okay. It is a teenage boy and girl, maybe. They're holding hands and pointing at the moon. It says, whoa, it's a perfect moon for a werewolf to come out. And then there is a very large, fuzzy, mean-looking werewolf guy stalking up on him, and he goes, I'm gay. Because werewolf came out.
This is from Motivational Seinfeld, and it's a picture of Elaine laughing maniacally. But next to it, it says, it's okay to not be okay.
I am hanging that up in my cubicle.
Matt Margolis at It's Matt's Law. He has this conversation. Lawyer, you gave them breaks, right? Willy Wonka, yep. To sing those fun songs, I made them right. Lawyer. I don't like the look of this. Shithead Steve is back. He's having a big day.
Hey.
And here we have this I don't know how to describe this person. He's sort of dressed like Bane. He's got like tactical gear on. He's got
I
a
think it is
tactical vest
Bane.
on, no
Mm.
shirt, and then some kind of a mask. And then he's labeled NASA sending a 1.5 billion solar probe to observe the sun. And then there's just a man who's also facing off with him, has his arms wide, doing the same big arms stance, but he's just wearing a pink bodysuit and sneakers. And that's labeled me looking directly at the sun with $10 binoculars. All right, this blew me away this week. Okay, CNN reports that a person close to Trump says he is rattled by President Biden and his campaign's efforts to get under his skin. The Biden campaign aides have said the taunting will keep up. That's already amazing. Joe Biden retweeted this and wrote, "Be best," which was Melania's like anti-bullying campaign.
Right. Yeah.
But my favorite part of this is Wu-Tang Clan retweeted Joe Biden retweeting CNN, and Wu-Tang Clan is for the children. Friend of the show, by the way.
Absolutely.
Wu-Tang is for the children. They retweet it all and say, "Dark Brandon from the top rope." Listen,
This is one of
for
the
this-
best tweet things ever.
from this moment forward, every subsequent election, if you want to know who I'm voting for, it's whoever Wu-Tang tells me to vote for. That's fucking
That's
my
fair.
new rule. God, you know you're cool. Shithead Steve is back. I actually had no idea he did this well this week. This is surprising me.
Wow.
The picture of Sir Isaac Newton, and the caption says Sir Isaac Newton died a virgin, and Jay Bigodi says that's what you get for inventing calculus. I think I have two more. Who knows? Corey at Cool Math Game has this conversation. Friend, I'm thinking about moving to Oregon. Me knows about what happened to the people who tried to move to Oregon in the 1800s. And he just says, I wouldn't. And, I have two more. Captain Inappropriate. All right, here we have two mug shots. And it's of a woman who has so many tattoos on her face. She has a spider web tattooed on her forehead. She's got like it's like tattoos to make herself look like a skull. So she has dark tattooed around her eyes and the lines down her lips. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. But on the left picture, she's wearing glasses and her hair's up. And in the right mugshot, they made her take off her glasses and let her hair down. And it says that scene in every rom-com where the nerdy girl takes off her glasses and lets her hair down and is completely transformed.
Every time I hear of that trope, I think of that god-awful movie, She's All That.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
And
started with
finally-
Ali Sheedy in The Breakfast Club, and we've never forgiven Hollywood since. Why do we keep going for
That's
these
right.
movies?
Listen, I want to welcome Dumb Bitch back to the show. Dumb Bitch Juice.
Oh,
Dumb
has-
bitch. Oh,
Yeah,
Dumb
yeah.
bitch.
Love you, Dumb Bitch Juice. We've missed you. We're glad you're back in the game. They've tweeted this picture of Angelica from Nickelodeon's Rugrats, and she's just sitting back having a little lemonade with the umbrella in it. She's wearing her shades. She's looking really pleased with herself, and it says, "Me after a long day of being a stupid bitch."
Hell yeah.
And that's all I have for round two. Back to you, TD.
Okay, it is time for round two, or as I call it, the inebriated round, because maybe I am. All right. Yeah.
Is he breated?
Yeah. Something like that. Front of the show, I like food at Messed Up Foods. It's a text conversation, and it's a picture of a guy holding an egg over a carton of eggs, and all the eggs have been doodled on in the carton. And if you look at the egg that he's holding, it looks like it's got like Edgar Allan Poe's face on it.
Yep.
And so he sends the picture, and the person he's chatting with goes, "Who's this?" And the original sender goes, "It's Edgar Allan Poe." And emphasis on the egg part. It's Edgar Allan Poe. And the other guy goes, "Okay, got that. Who is texting me? Sorry, wrong number." Yeah.
That sounds like something I could do.
Yep. All right. Next up, we got everything out of context. It says horse serves man faithfully for over 3,000 years. Man a mere second after inventing the car. The dog is truly man's best friend. Horse. It's a picture of this horse standing there, and he is side-eyeing just like a motherfucker. That is not a happy equine. Yeah. We did kind of do horses dirty like that. All right.
Right.
Internet Hall of Fame, friend of the show. Says, "I'm mad teachers told us if you don't do well in school, you're gonna be the garbage man. And never told us the garbage man made more than them."
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
Garbage man's a good job.
my garbage man drives a nice truck in a very nice house. Like, my garbage man makes bank.
nice. Plus,
Good
all
job.
that free stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Little dumpster diving action. Okay, Jacqueline line. Hey Jacqueline, I don't know you. Says it's got a picture of a husky, and it says a dog is able to learn up to 250 words and gestures. A dog can count up to 5 and perform simple math. Equivalent human age, 3 years old. Then it's got a picture of this cat, and it says a cat doesn't give a fuck and is sick of your shit. Equivalent human age, 42.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna be 42 here in
that's
about 5 months. I feel this.
Nice.
I don't give a shit.
The apathy just grows. It's so much fun.
No, I can't wait to be a grumpy old man. Friend of the show once again, Jason Jester says
Hey,
live.
Jason.
He says when your deodorant says 24-hour protection, but you still get her pregnant, and it's a weird picture of
God.
some kind of android robot dude, kind of like with a really sad, screamy face, going, "You're lying." It made me laugh. I don't know. All right, next up. I don't know what else to say about that.
Oh,
Wild TikTok screenshots. New friend of the show. It's got a picture of a gentleman sitting there with a priest collar on, so I'm assuming he's a priest. Sitting there, it looks like maybe he's in his car, and the caption is, "I'm so horny, I can't do this."
oh God. Can we use that?
We just did, baby. Punk rock, kick it out the door. Come on.
True.
All right.
True.
All right. Florida Dad, FL Dad 219. Repost from Zach that says, "So I was coaching a basketball camp this week, and I asked the kid what his name was, and he goes, weed. And I was like, okay, I guess we're in Austin, so not shocking. Anyway, I called this child Weed for 3 days. Turns out he had a speech impediment, and his name was Reed."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Been there.
That part is, I can see me doing that.
Yep.
Hey, friend of the show, Baking While Baked. At Couchman Bakes on the app formerly known as Twitter. That's Baking While Baked, the show where I make delectable baked goods full of sugar and spice, one full of herb and feeling nice. Please follow me.
I've seen that show, and it's okay.
Thank you. You know what? I will take that endorsement. I'm gonna put that in quotations. Okay, I posted this actually about a little over a month ago. It says, "I don't know why we don't buy more piñatas as a society. I'm positive everybody would love to beat the ever-living crap out of something and then have some candy to snack on." I still stand by this.
Sure.
I can get behind pinatas, you know, a little stress relief and a snack.
It is interesting we haven't more incorporated them into our society.
That's what I'm saying. Like, beat something up, get food. Like, what is more American than that?
True.
All right, moving on.
I too am befuddled.
And thank you for sharing my befuddlement. Internet Hall of Fame, friend of the show. Repost from Big Moolah. And Big Moolah goes, so my girl almost died 3 times in my apocalypse dream because she don't listen. Now I'm irritated. And Felipe Miller says, the male version of you cheated in my dream. Facts.
Wow.
I approve this message. Moving on.
Nice. I think I've had that dream.
I know I have. Joseph Spillers, hey buddy, hey little buddy. That's what I call him, little buddy. Anyway, little buddy here post from Snowy Faye says, I'm really enjoying the simplicity of this, and it's the classic meme of like the guy and the girl walking with their hands, and the guy's looking back at it. It's another girl, and the girl he's holding hands with is pissed. Well, the girl that he's looking at is called Prophet, and he's labeled an American flag. And the girl that's like, what the fuck, is labeled People's Fucking Lives.
Okay.
USA. USA.
It was good times when it lasted.
Yep. Internet Hall of Fame post, one of my favorite memes. It's a news report from Daily Loud saying that Kurt Cobain's daughter and Tony Hawk's son are now married. And Bass Brando says they're gonna create the coolest white person ever.
That's true.
And they're gonna create the ultimate 90s baby. I'll definitely give them that.
You're a pretty cool baby.
But yeah, you know, cool white person. All right, friend of the show, Weeders, once again, says, no friends, doesn't matter. Just cut bread into a hand shape so when it pops up in the toaster, it feels like a high five. And then a picture of a toast hand coming up and a dude going in for the high five. I'm so lonely, I'm going to do this. All right, moving on. Sorry, I got a little personal there. All right,
news we could use. That was a good meme.
Thank you. Internet Hall of Fame says swearing is so unattractive. And Seth Rogen, check mark, so it might be the real him. Just responds, I'm already unattractive, so mind your fucking business.
I just want to celebrate the sentence, might be the real him.
Right. Yeah, back when that blue check mark was like, yeah, actually.
Might be the real him.
Hey, you're from Arkansas. You have no right to like fuck with people's grammar.
I didn't say I was better. I liked it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Moving on.
Vune, speaking of which, I'm gonna let you take this one.
God damn it. Dysfunctional veterans memes. Post a Saved by the Bell looking kind of background. And in boldface font, it says, why do soldiers always carry a pencil? In case they need to draw their weapons.
Comedy.
No, I'm afraid that was a womp womp womp.
You take that womp womp back. That was not a womp womp.
No, that wasn't a womp womp. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Thank you. Thank you. Someone appreciates my humor.
All right, moving on.
I'm moving on.
Before he gets a big head.
Fuck you. All right. It's already a size 8. Jason Jester, friend of the show, repost. Shitter's full, and it's a picture of a toilet in a cabin. I'm assuming somewhere really fucking cold.
Wow.
Because water is coming out of the toilet in a way that is froze over the top of the toilet seat, and it has basically turned the entire room into a giant shitty ice cube.
Wow. That is.
I can tell you what this is. This is from this year, and this is a place that does not usually get really fucking cold, but did this year.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened here.
I figured out you were gonna say that was like your neighbor or some shit.
No, our pipes don't freeze.
Oh, fuck you.
Minnesota, they're made of Kevlar up there.
Whenever I say, yeah, oh, look at you, mister. Oh, my pipes don't freeze. Oh, I'm tough shit. Ooh.
I knocked on wood.
Friend of the show, hell of a guy. You know him, you love him. Hey, Satan.
Hey,
what's up,
Satan. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. It says, unlike y'all, I get my news from a reliable source. And it's a picture of the SpongeBob TV with the rubber fish going bikini bottom news. I like it. All right, moving on. Hey, friend of the show once again, Satan. Hey, Satan.
Hail Satan.
What up?
It's a picture of, I think, Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia in front of his conspiracy board looking whacked out with a cigarette in his hand. It says, me explaining that a pregnant horse can run faster because it has 2 horsepower. And then it's this really fat seal with human hands superimposed on it, like cross, in a very like manner, going, my physics teacher.
Mm.
I could see Mr. Craig now. That was my physics teacher in high school. All right, moving on.
This is very confusing.
Yeah. Rare insults, friend of the show, at insults rare. Repost from Design Boom says future homeowners in France are now looking into quote unquote straw houses. And it's houses built with, kind of primitive looking log in woodwork and, bales of straw as your wall and insulation. Well, the Hustle Penguin says, did a big bad wolf write this?
Yeah, no shit. Also, let me tell you something I learned a long time ago. Hay is all mice need to live.
Yeah, that's it.
Interesting.
This is fucking Cancun for mice.
Oh yeah,
Terrible idea.
that's a luxury resort, dude. That's 5 stars. Would recommend.
I have visited some straw bale houses, and I will just say that shut up.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't hate the idea. Anyway, okay, this one is especially for a couple people here. This is for our buddy Quiet Michael Labune and our friend and audience member Mary. They are my favorite South Canadians, and by that I mean Minnesotans.
Aloha, Mary.
Aloha, konnichiwa.
Howdy.
This is from friend of the show. Give me a sign. And it's recently in Minnesota, they finally got their head out of their butt and they legalized weed up there.
Woo!
Well, somebody was, looks like this local pizza joint and hot hoagie place was spreading the news and letting everybody know that Minnesota legalized marinara. So congratulations, Labune and Mary, for finally getting marinara sauce on your pasta. All right.
You did it, guys. You did it.
You did it. You fought hard. You stood your ground, and now you get a properly sauced pie. All right, moving on. Friend of the show once again, Satan. Hey, buddy.
Hail, Satan.
What up?
See you on Poker Friday. Says dreams have meaning. My dreams, and it's a picture of like a cloudy background, nice blue sky, and a fat little pug riding a cheesy poof like a horse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are my dreams.
That's what this is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought your dreams would have more gravy.
That's where he's going. He's going to the gravy ocean.
Got it. Okay. All right. Now it checks.
Okay, yeah, he's going to he's crossing the Bacon Plains to the gravy ocean.
Going to the microwave to get doused in cheese.
Fuck yeah. Internet Hall of Fame, friend of the show. It says it's labeled from this lady named Jessie at Mama Jessie C. It says my child fell down the stairs. Mommy Facebook group. Why were you not watching her? Are your stairs not bubble wrapped? Are you not feeding your child organic homegrown food? Did you not douse your child with essential oils? Daddy Facebook group. LMFAO.
Yep.
Yeah,
Why the fuck would you be
I'm
on
only
either of
I'm only
these?
an uncle, but I agree. Yeah.
Sometimes you can't hold it back.
No.
Get off Facebook.
I know we've done this meme a few times. It's still one of my favorites. I don't give a shit. I'm going to do it all the time when I see it. Out of context, human race says the cows moo in a different accent. And it says, fun fact, cows have regional accents. And it's a star-spangled cow going moo. and it's a Canadian flag-clad cow going moo, and it's a Norwegian or not that's Switzerland. No, that's who is that? That's
Just
Norway or
somewhat,
Sweden or
yeah,
somebody.
just Scandinavian something.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's one of them Viking countries. And it's a cow with that flag, and it's going moo with an umlaut. And finally we have a Union Jack on a cow that says, "Oi, bruv, moo, isn't it?"
Yeah.
I hate that I can do that accent. I am not proud of that.
Oh, you can't. Actually,
No, that was real bad.
it's
Yeah.
terrible.
I know that's why I was being suspicious.
Just you made us proud. That
Yeah.
was American.
Yeah.
American.
I know. So that was Star Spangled right there, baby. All right, but yeah, moving on. Hey, friend of the show, you know him, you love him. Hey, Satan.
Terminally
Hey, hell, Satan.
online Satan.
It's a tweet from Blockbuster. Hey, remember them?
I still got my card.
I know. Friendly reminder that when you used to rent videos from us, we didn't care who you shared it with, as long as you returned it on time at Netflix. Loser Bets comments, you had a chance to buy Netflix and you passed on it. Blockbuster responds, I'm an intern. I barely have permission to have a lunch break. I didn't pass on anything.
Nice.
I'm just like, it's 2024 and Blockbuster has a Twitter account. Why?
Right. Yeah. Who's
Ad revenue,
Yeah,
man.
who's left?
Dude, you said Blockbuster and my ears perked right up.
Oh, dude, I can still smell the stale popcorn and like the dirty carpet.
Wow.
I miss it so much. Moving on. Friend of the show, this will be wrapping up round 2 here. That's what we're on, right? Yeah. Round 2. The friend of the show, good guy, Kostaki Economopoulos, the biggest name in comedy.
Hey.
Says, am I alone on this? Hashtag Pringles. Why do Pringles come with a resealable top? Never used it. I take it off and fling it away like a frisbee. Won't be needness.
Interesting.
I feel you, Kostaki.
Wow.
And that wraps up round 2, the inebriated round, because I definitely was. Over to you, Sizemore.
I watched a cooking show recently, and there's 2 Michelin grade chefs and then like an actress on there. And she's like, when I was a kid, I made sandwiches using 2 Pringles and a piece of American cheese.
Yeah. I have had that sandwich recently.
And you can just hear like a pin drop on the TV studio set. She goes, just me?
Dude, listen, I'm not trying to like outpour you guys, but like there was a long stretch there where we kept having cheese sandwiches, but there was no more cheese. It was just mustard. And I have these like really clear memories of being so small that I was like, man, I can't wait till these cheese sandwiches have cheese again.
You know what? Labune, thank you. Because when you say shit like that, that makes me realize my life ain't so bad. God damn, my childhood was damn right okay. God, you poor hillbilly bastard. All right, over to you, Sizemore.
All right, doing the intermodal round, the irreverent round. Yes, that's right. The irreverent round. That's what we decided to call it. Brought to you by Lucifer's Pizza. Damn good pizza. Lucifer's Pizza. Lucifer would like to remind you that it's warm in hell.
Okay.
Friend of the show, Season, can confirm reposting sounds like my ex, but okay, who says my milkshake continuously brings red flags to the yard. I know. I commented, I was like, I thought it was a carnival. Season knows what I'm talking about. Friend of the show, Amy Sedaris, has her own group, and David Ahern has posted in it. It says, before you buy Girl Scout cookies, you should know they support transgender girls and reject donations from anti-transgender organizations. And then buy a couple more boxes.
Heck yeah.
There's a lot of people applauding that one. So I thought that was a good one.
I had no idea.
I
Yeah,
know.
like I need an excuse to buy 3 more boxes of Thin Mints.
There you go. There you go. Hey, don't forget, extra one for me, TD. I'll be over to pick it up when we shoot our crossover episode.
Fair enough.
All right, sweet. Hey, just a year ago, I had this one from the Halfway Post. Breaking, Matt Gaetz has dropped his lawsuit of the man who gave him the nickname Rapey McForehead after he realized the trial would publicize his ongoing sex trafficking allegations, as well as publicly disclosing the length and height of his forehead.
Which fact do you think scared him a little bit more?
Dude, the guy looks so much like Butthead. It's really sick. Friend of the show, Dan Shu, has posted this in the National Strategic Stockpile of Memes and Satire. And if you're not following the National Strategic Stockpile of Memes and Satire, where are you stocking up on your memes?
Yeah.
Satire.
We have a red, black, and gold heart that says, in case you needed a reason to root for the Chiefs, red, black, and yellow heart. The Halfway Post again saying, breaking. Tucker Carlson vows that if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl and validate the attention Taylor Swift is getting for going to their games, I'm going to kill myself. Tucker Carlson.
Okay, even though I personally do not like Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce, I need you guys to win.
I just want Tucker to kill himself. I don't need anybody to win. I don't care if they play the game at all. But just
I just hope all the boys have fun.
Yeah. There we go. Moving on. I don't know if you guys saw that, but all this week, man, the disgraced former president has been bragging about his cognitive test. Literally, it's like, does he not remember what he took? And he's like, you point, and you're like, I can identify a whale. Like, no, he does. He remembers it. He remembers it, and he thinks it's brag-worthy. Anyway, taking it back to the 1970s, I'd like to remind you, here's a picture of Coco, the sign language speaking gorilla. And she passed the same cognitive test that Trump is bragging about.
I'm kind of impressed with both of them from this. Like,
I know.
Good job, Coco. And like, didn't think Trump had it in him. Like,
I know.
okay.
Yeah. I remember I had the National Geographic article all about Coco. I loved it. I thought Coco was the bomb. All right, moving on. The best and worst of Twitter 2 has Adam at YCylon saying, me being waterboarded. Gross. Is this Dasani?
Come on.
I love him.
This next one from Amy Sedaris again. Mike Palumbo passed along this new exhibition from Sotheby's. It's entitled Rage, Undisclosed Artist 2024. Looks to be ketchup across 3 panels of canvas. Opening bid, $83.3 million. Rage at Sotheby's. Check your local listings. Here we have a poster with a cat on it. It says reward, a picture of the cat, and then Eddie. It says black Manx, white markings on belly, no tail. 6 years old, red collar with tags. Overweight, news all day, all night, demanding attention. Won't stay off countertops. Eats directly from unattended plates. Knocks glasses and bottles and vases onto the floor. Various expensive ailments. Doesn't do tricks or anything of interest. Will give this cat to whoever returns my car keys that I lost here last Thursday. So that was pretty good. Red flags again, because I suck. EQ217, which is founded by a friend of the show and Facebook for the Blind founding father, Matt Brown. EQ217 posts this picture of a woman, and it says, supportive moms watching their kids get ready for a night of gayness. And she's very excitedly saying, will you be slaying? So that was pretty good. Hey, I don't know if you guys heard this, but in Chicago, they filled in the rat hole, which has been almost a local tourist thing, but apparently somebody filled it in with cement. So, fair city of Chicago, while I live far away, I am a great admirer of your culture. May I present to you my Chicago rat hole cookie cutter? Look at that.
I need that.
This is, I've had 3D printers in the library for a decade now, and I'll tell you what, this right here, this is probably the most important use I have ever seen it put to. Well,
money for that.
Well done. And closing out the irreverent round 2, This one here is from Cleveland Eddie. Your rap name is your social security number, the street you grew up on, and your mother's maiden name. Friend of the show, Mark Anthony says, not doing this again. Joe Mugley says 867-530-900 Shitbin Avenue, St. Teresa. Loved it. Wrapping up round 2, headed it back to you, Michael.
All right, round 3. Here we go.
Go. Penultimate round.
Penultimate round. Yeah. I'm just gonna share the entire screen. You guys will have to look at yourselves for a minute.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Glow fuck yourself. Friend of the show, Glow fuck yourself. They're posting this tweet from Meg Ivor at the Andrew Nadeau. Says me, what's your name? Alien. It cannot be pronounced by your earth tongue. Me. Is it Jeff? Alien. I didn't know you could do J sounds. It is Jeff. I love this. It says, what y'all sexy ass Aquarians about to do for y'all birthday? Overthink and ghost everybody? I love my people. This is a picture of Kirby, who's giving a presentation, holding a pointer at like a whiteboard and pointing at it, smiling and blushing. And it just says, the whiteboard just says, I'm gay.
I don't know why that's funny.
All right, this is one of those Twitter things that's really only funny because of who's posting it. So this is this picture of Taylor Swift's boyfriend's brother, is what I think I heard who this is.
Yes, Jason Kelsey. He played center for the Eagles.
What? Who cares, man? This is Taylor Swift's boyfriend's brother.
Right.
And he's celebrating with his shirt off, and he's screaming, big beard, clearly drunk, holding a bush heavy. And the original person who retweeted this says, Shania Twain comes on at the bar. Let's go, girls. And then it says me. And it's Travis Kelce's shirt off, just screaming, yelping. But what really makes this for me is that Shania Twain retweeted this with laughing emojis, which is like, that's fucking huge. The first comment under this tagged the original poster, Nick, and said, you're officially Canadian now. For Weird Christian Twitter this week, very, very interesting. The Theo Bros, who are, by the way, the bad guys.
Okay.
They're usually Reformed theology. They just like to argue a lot. They're very, very much about being right, very black and white thinking. They went after a small faction of Weird Christian Twitter known as the Anabaptists. The Anabaptists have been around for hundreds of years, and they've always been anti-statists. Okay, so this is a picture of Noah and the ark, and there's an elephant, a penguin, Noah, and Noah is pointing very upset, and he's pointing at a half penguin, half elephant. Noah is labeled the Anabaptist. The elephant is labeled the church. The penguin is labeled the state. The penguin elephant mutant love child is labeled Christendom, and the Anabaptists are saying, what the hell is this? It's like, listen, this is such a niche joke. I don't expect you to like it.
Oh.
I just want you to know both the good Christians and the bad Christians were all mad at each other, and we're on the side of the Anabaptists. All Aquarius facts. I actually reposted this because I didn't know. Sometimes I read things about Aquarius, and it just makes me feel a little fucking crazy because like this shit is so much about me, and I am an Aquarius. I just kind of hate how well it fits because I don't believe in this stuff, but damn, it is really true. So it says, talking to me after you yelled at me. And it's a close-up of someone's ear, and right when we look inside their ear, we see there's a brick wall. That's fucking exactly right. TD, I need you to read this one too, please.
Okay. Yeah, give me a second here. It says, I photoshopped John Cena into the Lord of the Rings. And it is a picture of everybody standing there, and there in the space between Legolas and Sean Bean is John Cena. because there ain't no way there because you can't see John Cena.
You can't see me. I was so pissed off, man, when I saw that meme this week because I fucking fell for it. I was like, "Where's John Cena at?" Ash at Angel Baby Biddy says, "Him, are you fucking stupid?" Me, and then it's a picture of a hedgehog wearing Crocs for some reason with his tongue out, just looking super fucking stupid. And my last meme for this, the penultimate round, round 3, leaving only my post with the most, is Trash Can Paul. And he says, "Oh, bloody hell. They made Bluetooth British."
No,
And
no.
then you look and it's a picture of his radio and it says it says Bluetooth in it. Because it's trying to say initiating. It ran out of space. Bluetooth in it. That's it for round 3. Back to you, TD.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to apologize. We will not be bringing the turkeys in this week because round 2 is there will be no turkeys brought in this week because round 2 I was so inebriated in the inebriated round. I did all my memes for round 2 and 3.
I thought it was really long.
If you thought round 2 went long, that's because I'm a dumbass and it did.
Yep.
So yeah, kicking it over to you, Scythe, more because all I got is my post with the mo.
Yeah, apparently that's what we're doing here. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I'm an idiot.
Right. Well, I did it right along with you. Hey, here's the funny thing, and it's the first time that's ever happened. 143 episodes. It's a first.
Making history. Making history, baby. Making history.
All right, good times, man. I had a really excellent time where a buddy said that he was feeling pretty low and he wanted people to post a lot of animals. So immediately I posted, "Comrade, our meme will be shared among our comrades," which is what you post when you're going to steal somebody's memes, steal a whole lot of memes. Here's a past one that I remember from back in the day 1 year ago. A friend of the show, Anita Echeverria, has just posted this silhouette of a thick woman on a pole, and it says, "Mind your business. I need eggs." Remember?
Yeah.
Remember when we were all taking stripping jobs for eggs? Just kind of blew my mind with the memory there.
Oh yeah, I remember the dark days.
Oh yes. Premium Internet Curation has this post from Christine Aubert that says, "I enjoy driving because it combines my desire to sit with my talent for being angry." And I'm sorry, I challenge you boys to find something more American right there. Then boom. So anyway, on the animal post that I referenced earlier, that I responded with, my commie memes here because I thought it was funny. Somebody actually posted a picture of their cat that had been adopted by a local union, and they turned it into this poster that said, "Did somebody say workers of the world unite?" Normal cat face. I was like, so yeah, it's RJL, man. RJL was very, very happy to have their cat used in such a way. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty freaking cool. And then it was funny because I was sitting here on the internet like you do, and I was saying, send me a sign. And I got one. Actually, I got a whole bunch of them. Here's a picture of a sign that says "No signs on our yard," and next to it, somebody said "Challenge accepted."
The petty.
Oh yeah. But I mean, dude, I'm looking at it. He bought these letters too. Like that's the.
Oh yeah, like the effort was made.
This
He
guy
made that sign. Yeah.
This guy spent a Sunday afternoon on this project. All right.
And a 6-pack.
Yeah. This one, this is a good one. It's just a sheet spray painted outside of a home. Says, "Welcome home, cheater." So that's tight. That is tighter than most of the tweets.
Oh, you done fucked up, dude.
That's just poetry. There is what I'm saying.
They need to mow their lawn and every fucking thing.
Yeah, it's pretty shaggy, isn't it?
No, dude. All right, moving on. We have a 2-panel here, and one big sign next to the mailbox says, "Bring back my wheelbarrow." And then below it says, "Thank you for bringing back my wheelbarrow."
Hey, appreciate you. I like it. Manners. Politeness among society.
I thought it was okay. This next one is called the infestation of flamingos, because there are dozens of pink flamingos in this man's lawn and a sign out front that says, "To whoever called the police on my lawn instead of talking to me like a good neighbor, your move." I don't know if everybody knows this, but a herd of threatening flamingos is the official herd animal of Facebook for the Blind. So
Yeah.
News to me.
good thing there.
You never read the newsletter.
It's true. It's true. This next sign has been graffitiized. It's been edited. It's been transformed, and it says "For Lease Navidad."
So good. So bad.
So good. I know. You got
That's
all year.
classic.
You got all year to work on that one. That's a good one there. Got about 3 more, I guess, before we get into the post with the most fiasco. This is a picture that says Dan Payton in red, white, and blue. It says, "Not running for anything. I just wanted a sign."
Hell yeah, Dan.
You know, you can do that in America. You can get a sign. Say anything you want. Pretty fucking baller, in my humble opinion. This next one, Hollywood Horror Museum has posted this picture, and it just says "Alien: The End," and we see the initial cat that they had in the first Alien movie, and it's just got the baby alien in its mouth.
Yeah.
The end. I'm like, oh yeah, probably would have worked out that way. All right, last one of this thing too. The Laughing Librarian has posted this one. Says crocodiles use many forms of camouflage. For instance, these jazz hands are used to lure musical theater people to their doom. The crocodile floating with his little hands in the air, like cha cha cha. Good stuff.
Gotta be careful out there.
Yes.
All right, all but our post with the most for this show. Back to you, Michael, sir.
All right, here we go. Post with the most time. My post with the most comes from Glow Fuck Yourself.
Hey,
know.
go fuck yourself.
I was surprised too. So here we have a subway station. There's a group of people looking aghast, horrified at a person who is sitting on a bench. His head is in his lap. His pants are pulled down, and he has shit on the floor. The group of people are labeled actual philosophers. The person they're horrified by is Ayn Rand. And the shit on the ground is labeled Ayn Rand's writings.
The hell.
And that was my post with the most.
I like
Steve,
it.
how about you?
I like it. I approve that message.
I was gonna say you would. I mean,
All right.
I do too. Okay,
All
moving
right,
on.
TD.
All right, my post with the most this week is this weird, I think AI picture I found.
Might not
Pretty
be.
sure.
Might be real.
Might be real, but you never know. And it says this is what the vast majority of people think what it's like living in the Midwest. The vast majority is right. Because it's a giant blue plastic pool like you buy out in front of the Walmart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Filled with, it's got 4 people sitting in it, and it's filled with ranch dressing and vegetables in the middle of a cornfield. Yeah, that is going on outside Francisville, Indiana right now.
I mean, I think we've all been invited to come sit in a full-size hot tub full of ranch dressing in the middle of a cornfield before. I mean,
that's my typical Sunday afternoon in the summer, baby.
I mean, it's practically cliche at this point.
Oh yeah, like, oh, there goes TD going for his ranch dip again. All right.
Absolutely. All right.
Well,
I wanted to mention that my post with the most was actually a news story, which is not all that funny, but it is some goddamn good news. Here we have a picture of The Daily Show with Jon Stewart parked behind the desk, and The Daily Show says, "Here it is, your moment of zen," because we're getting Jon Stewart back again.
That is great.
Yes, I've watched 2 episodes of The Daily Show since he left. This makes me so happy. This makes me so happy.
And I want you to understand too, because in the great pizza wars, this man is clearly against deep dish pizza. Chicago pizza pisses him off so much he had to rant about it on the Daily Show.
Mhm.
Like, you know, like he was like he was Louis Black, you know what I mean? Like it had offended his mother. You know, and the only like, you know, solace that he gave in his whole rant on deep dish pizza was he's like, to be fair, it is Chicago, and maybe you need it to curl up inside like a tauntaun. And has a picture of course, you know, Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, you know, inside it. Anyway, so you pretty much get it. Which I thought was pretty good. And this was flagged by Mark Hamill, who said, thanks for letting me play a small role in this. And I'm like, oh my God, loving it. Loving it. We are back, baby. Mark Hamill, Jon Stewart, all my favorites. Who knows? Maybe next Evel Knievel will come out of retirement. And finally, my post with the most, Mike Drucker at Mike Drucker says, me at Epcot in 1992. Oh my God, a video telephone call? That would be the greatest thing ever. Me now. Someone tried to FaceTime me, so I lit my phone on fire.
Yeah, we don't like that.
No, not approved.
That's it, man. Oh my God, that was all the commentary. I hate FaceTime. I was like, I have a show every week where we do this. Ladies and gentlemen, that constitutes a fully and wholly legally binding episode of Facebook for the Blind for January 30th, 2024. We love you. Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.